Has there been a basic scoping cost and review done of the cost of the seismic upgrade and repairs at a baseline without all of the extras and what I would call the icing built in? Is there just the cake? Can we see those numbers? My concern, I'll let you answer that and then I'll follow on.
Yeah, we had it in the presentation. So there's actually two projects we're treating separately here, and we're trying to coordinate them. So the seismic upgrades and the rehabilitation is a project that's about $23.9 million, I believe, and that has a bunch of TransLink funding built into that. In terms of the costing for the connector, we allocated, in the capital plan, we allocated $25 million, and that was based on some work that was done back in the transportation plan days that looked at it at a high level and costed that out, and then inflated to today's dollars.
So when we do go out to the public, will we present them the option of the base without all of the additional plan? My concern is that we not just treat this as we're going to put it down the middle or on the sides and we're going to spend another $25 million, but rather that we get the public to determine whether this is something that they want to do.
I think the first part of your question, you asked whether the icing changed the seismic work. It doesn't change the seismic work at all.
No, that wasn't the question. I was asking if it had been scoped, and whether my question is ultimately whether it will be presented separately as an alternative for public consultation.
It wouldn't, no, because what we're presenting is a way to increase walking, increase cycling, increase an existing safety hazard that's on the bridge, and an opportunity to improve the means perfection. So doing nothing wouldn't achieve any of those. People may tell us that they prefer to do nothing. The reason for us going out to the public is to say, here are the challenges with the existing structure that we want to try to overcome with a design that could be either a center or a curb side. So we're not going to present as do nothing because that would not achieve any of the goals.
Well, again, I think that there's a gradation between nothing and $25 million, and presenting it with the full meal deal and not giving it a stepped up or incremental process would not be giving the public a proper set of options to be considering in the mix. And so I would just be concerned that that be something that be entertained as part of this process, because it shouldn't be either the basics where we're maybe, painting green lines on the road for bicycles, or we're going to spend $25 million and put the whole thing down the middle of the bridge. So I guess my question is, as we're considering this, is it possible to be giving sort of an incremental in various different scenarios for the public to see?
It's possible to give options, absolutely. And the important thing for us today is that we get council approval to get out and have this conversation. My strong recommendation would be to present options that all achieve the goals that we want to achieve. I wouldn't be comfortable going out with options that don't meet the safety concerns that exist today. We need to, I as an engineer wouldn't present a design to you that doesn't address the safety issues that are there.
Sure, but there's a lot between basic safety and $25 million. I bring this up in the context of our larger discussions around affordability in the city, and affordability being not just housing, but everything that we're paying for. And so I'm concerned that the citizens of the city have the opportunity to see a range of alternatives with dollar signs attached to them.
Yes, that meet the objectives, yes. I don't have a concern with presenting a range of alternatives that meet the design objectives, but they would need to meet the accessibility objectives, they would need to meet the safety objectives, they would need to meet the...
But with a range of prices up to $25 million, not just at $25 million.
Yes, well, yes, I'm not sure what those would be, but I'm happy to have that conversation, and we'll bring back what we hear from the public. If council approves this today, we'll certainly bring back what we hear from the public.
Thank you.